Welcome to the studios of CMU Public Television. Tonight, a White Division first round game between Clare and Shepherd. Next on Quiz Central.
Quiz Central is brought to you in part by the CMU Bookstore. Your source for maroon and gold pride is the Central Michigan University owned and operated CMU Bookstore. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and maroon and gold memories can be found at the CMU Bookstore. If it's textbooks you need, you'll find them new and used. If you're looking for technology, the CMU Bookstore's Microchips is an Apple authorized dealer. The CMU Bookstore, on campus in the University Center and online at cmubookstore.com. And by the Michigan Education Association and its 150,000 members, advocating for a world-class public education that ensures a bright future for Michigan students and economy. Online at mea.org.
Hands on the buzzers. Quiz Central begins now.
Hudson.
St. Petersburg.
Gondola.
Egypt.
Delaware. Christmas Carol.
Good evening. Welcome on into Quiz Central. Great to have you along here tonight as we continue on in our White Division battles. This will be a first round game tonight as Clare takes on Shepherd. Great to have you here as well in a tournament that we started with 48 teams. We divided them into 4 separate 12-team divisions based on the size of the schools. Red, white, blue, and gold divisions each crown a champion. The 4 members of those 4 division championship teams each receive a $2,500 one-year scholarship to Central Michigan University. Plus, we'll be giving away 4 textbook scholarships to 4 lucky Quiz Central seniors, courtesy of the CMU Bookstore. White Division, first round game. Who will move along and have a chance to become the division champ and maybe the Season 8 grand champion? Let's find out. Get right to the first round. It's the Maroon and Gold Rush round. 2-minute rapid fire round. First player to signal gets a chance to answer the question. Any wrong answers will allow the opposing team to answer the question. No consulting among team members here in round number 1, and correct answers are all worth 10 points apiece. Everybody ready to roll? Hands on the buzzers. 2 minutes on the Quiz Central clock. Quiz Central begins now. Which country, whose Ploiești oil fields were the target of an air raid, was led by Ion Antonescu and Nicolae Ceausescu from its capital, Bucharest? Shepherd James.
Romania.
Romania is right. Blue Jays on the board first. Norm Coleman was a senator from what state, where he was replaced by Al Franken in a congressional delegation that also includes Michelle Bachmann? Shepherd James.
Minnesota.
Minnesota is correct. My Life on the Plains was a memoir by what general who led the 7th Cavalry to disaster? Shepherd James.
Custer.
Custer is right. What marble sculpture dug up on an Aegean island in 1820 is currently in the Louvre, shows a goddess of love? Shepherd James.
The Venus de Milo.
Yes, Venus de Milo is right. What event which caused Prime Minister Robert Peel to purchase maize struck the Emerald Isle in 1845 and caused widespread starvation? Shepherd James.
The Great Potato Blight. Potato famine.
I will take that. That is right. What scientist who described seeing cells in a microscope in micrographia names a law that relates the force and displacement of a spring? Shepherd Logan.
Robert Hooke.
Yes, Hooke is right. Took all the information and got it. An old man named January marries the much younger May in a tale told by a merchant in what collection of stories in verse by Geoffrey Chaucer? Shepherd James.
Canterbury Tales.
That is right. What national park contains Tioga Road, Horsetail Falls, Hetchy Valley, and part of the John Muir Trail, as well as El Capitan and Half Dome? And nobody taking a chance. We'll go to the next question. And we won't go to another question. That is the end of a round. Good one for Shepherd. Shepherd on top, 70-0, and only one miss. That was the last question in the book, and that would have been Yosemite National Park is where Half Dome resides. All right, you guys can take a little bit of a breather. We're going to introduce both teams here in this White Division first round game, starting off with the Clare Pioneers. Keegan, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm Keegan. I play tenor saxophone in the jazz band. I'm on NHS and I play soccer.
I'm Scott Wentworth. Play trumpet in the symphonic band. I'm in Science Olympiad and I'm an Eagle Scout.
I'm Sammy Chandler. I'm in Quiz Bowl and Science Olympiad.
I'm Zach Tyler. I'm a quarterback of the football team, and I also play basketball and baseball.
And Clare is coached by Chris Howard. We welcome Clare High School. And their opponents come to us from Shepherd. Glenn, welcome to Quiz Central.
I'm Glenn Parker. I'm a power lifter and an actor in our drama department.
My name is Brendan. I'm the drum major at the high school. I play alto sax, I run, and I play baseball.
My name's James Newman. I'm in youth and government, and I dual enroll here at CMU.
My name is Logan Childs. I am a senior in high school. I am in the NHS, and I dual enroll at Mid-Michigan Community College.
And Shepherd is coached by Dottie Mepham, and the alternate is Tori Childs. We welcome the Blue Jays from Shepherd High School. Shepherd off to a good start, but a lot of game to be played, and that game will mosey right along. It is time for round 2, kickoff time. We'll kick it off with a combination of toss-up and bonus questions. I'll ask one toss-up, with the team answering correctly getting 10 points. After a correct answer, that team will be asked up to 3 bonus questions worth 10 points apiece. Consulting among team members is allowed only on the bonus, not on the toss-up question. And once a team incorrectly answers a bonus, we'll go back to a toss-up for both teams. So everybody get your buzzers ready. Here comes your first toss-up question. This ruler, who issued the second act of supremacy, was targeted by a plot foiled by Frances Walsingham, the Babington Plot. She executed her cousin, Mary, Queen of Scots, who claimed the throne. What virgin queen reigned? Shepherd, James.
Queen Elizabeth I.
Yeah, Elizabeth I is the right one. Nicely done. 10 points. Bonus questions for Shepherd. No buzzers needed. You can confer. Brendan, I'll take the answers from you. Name these ophthalmologists. This man trained in that field but never practiced. He's better known for creating Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I defer to James.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yes, Conan Doyle is right. Second bonus for you. This Kentucky senator founded the National Board of Ophthalmology and wrote The Tea Party Goes to Washington. No answer?
No answer.
Rand Paul. Ron Paul's son, Rand. Able to get 1 on the bonus. 90-0 is the score, and a toss-up for both teams. Jeremy Stein and Elizabeth Duke were 2 possible candidates for the vacancies on this organization's 7-member board of directors. Those directors serve on its Open Market Committee, which governs Shepherd, James.
The Federal Reserve System.
Yeah, the Federal Reserve, absolutely right. Nicely done again. 10 points. Bonus questions for Shepherd. No buzzers. You can confer. Each book he wrote was inscribed with a Latin phrase meaning "to the stars on the wings of a pig," since a professor told him he would become an author when pigs flew. Name this American author of Mice and Men and The Red Pony.
I defer to Logan.
John Steinbeck.
Yes, Steinbeck is the right one. Second bonus for Shepherd. This Steinbeck novel tells of the hardships of the Joad family as they migrate to California.
I can't hear you guys. I defer to Logan again.
The Grapes of Wrath.
Yes, The Grapes of Wrath is the right one. A chance to sweep. Steinbeck traveled with this title poodle in search of America in a 1960 travel log.
No answer.
That poodle's name was Charlie. Travels with Charlie. Able to get 2 on the bonus. All right, toss-up. Oh, no toss-up. That bell signals the end of the round, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's going to be perfect 10 time right after this.
my child who's watching Super Y, and it said, "What letter makes the sound R?" And my 2-year-old is jumping up and down going, R, R, R. I love that. I wish I knew the genius that came up with Dinosaur Train. I mean, what little boy especially doesn't like dinosaurs and trains, and to put them together in one show? My family does without a lot of stuff, but I would be horrified if we had to do without PBS.
Hey, welcome back to Quiz Central. This is a white division game. Next time we move into the blue division battles as we welcome in Meridian and Vestaburg. Hope you'll join us for that one. Time for us to move into our next round here tonight. It's time for the Perfect 10. This is a 60-second round. Each team will have a separate set of 10 questions from their choice of 3 categories. Teams can either answer or pass a question in order to answer as many of the 10 as possible in 60 seconds. And then the opposing team will have 30 seconds to answer any that were passed, incorrectly answered, questions we didn't get to, and each correct answer is worth 10 points. Teams you can consult, no buzzers are needed. The team that is trailing has the first choice of the clues to the categories. Claire, that would be you, and here are your clues tonight. Constitution Solution, Dora the Explorer, or That's My Final Answer, period.
Constitution Solution.
Constitution Solution is what they choose, and the category is, which constitutional amendment includes the phrase? All right, which constitutional amendment includes the phrase, and I'll give you the phrase. Put 60 seconds on the clock for Claire. Unreasonable search and seizure.
First.
No, that's not right. Manufacture, sale, or transportation of intoxicating liquors.
18th.
18th is right. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude.
13th.
Yes, the 13th is right. Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes on incomes.
6th.
No, that is not right. Cruel and unusual punishment.
5th.
I need the answer from the captain. 5th is not right. Make no law respecting an establishment of religion.
1st.
Yeah, the 1st is right. By reason of failure to pay any poll tax.
14th.
Nope, that's not right. Reserved to the states, respectively, or to the people. And time is up. Not able to get that, and a few out there we did not get to. Able to get 3 correct, so 30 points on the board for Claire. It does leave 7 for Shepard to try to steal here. Again, Shepard, the category. Which constitutional amendment includes the phrase? Take the answers from Brendan. You can confer. 30 seconds on the clock. Unreasonable search and seizure.
I defer to Logan.
5th?
No, the 5th is not right. Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes on incomes.
26?
Nope, that is not right. Cruel and unusual punishment.
8th.
Yes, the 8th is right. By reason of failure to pay any poll tax.
22nd?
No, that is not right. Reserved to the states, respectively, or, and time is up, able to steal 1 of those. Here are the ones we didn't know. That search and seizure was the 4th. The collect taxes on incomes, the 16th. The reason of failure to pay any poll tax, the 24th. And reserved to the states is the 10th. And we never got to the last 2 at all. So a tough category. Shepard 130, Claire 30. Shepard, 2 remaining categories for you to choose from here in the Perfect 10. And they are Dora the Explorer, or That's My Final Answer, period.
Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. The category is, which explorer is noted for? All right? Which explorer is noted for? 60 seconds on the Shepard clock. Writing Il Miloane, recounting his travels with Kubla Khan.
Pass.
Sailing from Kamchatka to Alaska with Alexei Chirikov.
Pass.
Conquering Mexico and capturing Montezuma.
Cortez.
Yeah, Cortez is right. Sailing the Endeavor and visiting the Hawaiian Islands.
Pass.
Exploring Kansas in search of the 7 cities of Cibola.
Pass.
Being the namesake of America.
Amerigo Vespucci.
I defer to James.
Amerigo Vespucci.
Yes, that is right. Leading the first English circumnavigation of the globe.
Magellan.
No, that is not right. Finding David Livingstone.
Pass.
Being marooned in his namesake bay and time is up. Not able to get that or the final one in. Tough category. Just 2 explorers in the books. Claire, golden chance for you here. 8 questions out there for you to try to steal here. So a chance to get some points on the board. And again, the category is which explorer is noted for. No buzzers needed. You can confer. Samantha, the answers from you. 30 seconds on the clock. Writing Il Milione, recounting his travels with Kubla Khan.
Pass.
Sailing from Kamchatka to Alaska with Alexei Chirikov.
Pass.
Sailing the Endeavour and visiting the Hawaiian Islands.
Pass.
Exploring Kansas in search of the 7 cities of Cibola.
Pass.
Leading the first English circumnavigation of the globe.
Pass.
And that time is up. Not able to steal any of those. Tough category. Here are those explorers that you need to go look up in your books of history. Marco Polo was with Kubla Khan. Vitus Bering sailed Kamchatka to Alaska. James Cook was around the Hawaiian Islands. Coronado was exploring Kansas. Sir Francis Drake, the circumnavigation of the globe. And Stanley found Livingstone. Never got to the final 2 questions at all. All right, the perfect 10 is in the books, 150 to 30. Shepherd on top. And time for us to move into our 4th round here tonight. And it is called the home stretch round. And as we head down the home stretch, I'm going to have more toss-up questions, followed by bonus questions for the team that answers the toss-up correctly. All correct answers worth 10 points apiece. Get your buzzers ready. Toss-up question. This figure's final journey, which used a Lockheed Electra to depart the city of Leh en route for Howland Island, was navigated by Fred Noonan. Shepherd, James.
Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, Earhart is the one. Disappeared in 1937 in the Pacific. 10 points. Bonus questions for Shepherd. No buzzers needed. You can confer. To help modernize Russia, he established a beard tax.
Lenin.
Name this great Russian Tsar who ruled from 1682 to 1725.
I defer to James.
Peter the Great.
Yep, Peter the Great is the right one. Second bonus for you. Peter the Great contested control of the Baltic Sea by defeating this country led by Charles XII in the Great Northern War.
I defer to James again.
Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden is right and a chance to sweep. Peter's forces crushed Charles's troops at this decisive June 1707 battle in modern-day Ukraine.
No answer.
It's the Battle of Poltava, but you're able to get 2 on the bonus. Toss-up question. Both teams' buzzers ready. This character speaks with a computer named Tech in a game subtitled The 1,000-Year Door. In another game, she uses a parasol to combat Count Bleck, and she is often kidnapped by Bowser. Shepherd, Glenn.
Princess Peach.
Yeah, Peach, and you're not even embarrassed to say that, are you? 10 points for Shepherd. Bonus questions now, no buzzers needed. Which South American country contains the ruins of Machu Picchu discovered by Hiram Bingham in 1911?
Peru.
Yeah, Peru is the right one. Second bonus for you. Was ruled by dictator Augusto Pinochet and overthrew socialist Salvador Allende.
Argentina. Argentina.
No, it's Chile. Chile is the right one. Able to get 1 on the bonus. 200 to 30 is the score, and a toss-up question for both teams. This country's namesake mountain is the 2nd highest in Africa and is revered by the Kikuyu people. Its border with Tanzania passes just north of Mount Kilimanjaro. Name this African nation that borders Somalia, Uganda, and Shepherd, Glenn.
Ethiopia?
No, that is not right. Claire, I'll finish the question for one of you. Somalia, Uganda, and Lake Victoria, and whose capital is Nairobi. Claire, Zach.
Kenya?
Yeah, Kenya is the right one. Nicely done. 10 points for Claire. Bonus questions. No buzzers needed. You can confer. Samantha, the answer's from you. This novel's title character has an affair with Rodolphe Boulanger. Name this 1856 novel about a French woman who marries Charles but accumulates lots of debt to Leroux, sending her to her ruin.
Pass.
It would be Madame Bovary is the name of that novel. So nothing on the bonus. Toss-up question. Everybody get your buzzers ready. In 1992, this man led a failed revolt against Carlos Andrés Pérez. 10 years later, he accused the United States of trying to overthrow him. This host of Allo Presidente ordered the exhumation of the remains of Simón Bolívar. Name this current president of Venezuela. Shepard James.
Hugo Chavez.
Yeah, Chavez is the right one. Used all the information that time, gathered it in, got the points, and now you have bonus questions again. The 1950s and 1960s saw the rise of a social movement that sought to end social and legal discrimination against African Americans. Give the general two-word name for that movement, partly led by Martin Luther King Jr.
Civil rights?
Yeah, civil rights movement is right. Second bonus for you. Among the movement's early triumphs was this 1954 Supreme Court decision forcing Topeka, Kansas to desegregate its school.
Brown versus Board. Brown versus Board.
Yep, Brown versus Board of Education, a chance to sweep the bonus. King's I Have a Dream speech was delivered during this 1963 event, whose full title named the twin goals of jobs and freedom.
The March on Washington?
Yes, the March on Washington is right. Nicely done. And a sweep of the bonus for Shepard. And that bell signals the end of the round. We'll take our final break, and when we come back, it'll be final countdown time right after this.
Our dad believed that we can use television to inform children and adults in a positive way.
And that's still a huge part of the work we do each day here.
And we're parents too now.
And as parents, we see that you have to make important choices for your children every day.
And when it comes to children's television, PBS inspires families to learn about their world.
Supporting PBS ensures that all children have this opportunity.
This is why we're here.
To help all children be more.
My children are growing, and it's so amazing how quick they change. Has PBS made me a better father? The answer is yes. I mean, believe me, kids don't come with instructions. Sometimes you face those moments, it's like, what do I do? And you will be watching PBS Kids and thinking, wow, very wise. Finally, I got the answer. And that's the kind of TV we need to be supporting today.
Welcome back to Quiz Central. This is a white division first round game. Again, we move to the blue division next time. If you'd like to find out all about our show, check us out on our website, wcmu.org, or on Facebook. Time for us to head to our final round here tonight, and it is the final countdown. This is a 2-minute rapid-fire round. The first player to signal gets a chance to answer the question. Any wrong answers will allow the opposing team to answer the question. No consulting among team members here in the final countdown. Correct answers are all worth 10 points apiece. Everybody get ready. Hands on the buzzers and 2 minutes on the clock. The protagonist jumps into a bear pit to save Veronica Corningstone and plays jazz flute in what Will Ferrell comedy about a San Diego newscaster? Claire, Scott.
The Anchorman.
Yeah, Anchorman is right. Which poet wrote of his conversion and his hope not to turn again in Ash Wednesday and proclaimed April to be the cruelest month in the wasteland? Nobody knows. Next question. What Greek letter denotes the fine structure constant in physics, type 1 errors in stats, and angular acceleration, and is the first in that alphabet? Claire, Scott.
Delta.
No, that's not the right one. Shepard, I've read the entire question. If one of you would like to take a shot. Shepard, Glenn.
Alpha?
Yeah, alpha is correct. What 19th century president signed into law both the Homestead Act and the Morrill Land Grant Act just before he issued the Emancipation. Shepard James, was that you?
I believe so.
We're going to have to throw that question out. I'm sorry. I did not see a light up. We're going to move to the next question. What author who wrote about Miss Prism, who misplaces Algernon's brother in The Importance of Being Earnest, also wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray? Shepard James.
Oscar Wilde.
Yeah, Wilde is right. What region includes the Tuva Republic and the Irkutsk Oblast, stretches east from the Ural Mountains? Shepard James.
The region or the country?
Need an answer from you.
Russia.
That is not right. I'll finish for Claire. And is a stereotypically cold area of Russia. Claire Scott.
Siberia.
Yeah, Siberia is right. Elijah is an oratorio by which German composer who wrote the Hebrides Overture and at age 17 an overture for A Midsummer Night's Dream? Shepard James.
Beethoven?
No, that's not right. Claire, I've read the entire question. Claire Samantha.
Shakespeare.
No, not the right one either, and that puts an end to the game. Nice round of applause for both teams. Shepard wins it 260 to 60. Questions that we did not get right in that last round. The Wasteland was written by T.S. Eliot, and Felix Mendelssohn was that oratorio written by him. So just the two that we did not get in the final round. Shepard, congratulations. You'll move on to a second round game in the white division. Continue your quest to win a division championship. Claire, you ran into the buzzsaw tonight. They were quick on the buzzers, knew their stuff. For those of you seniors, best of luck in your future endeavors. Underclassmen, hopefully we'll see you back here again next year on Quiz Central. Don't forget to join us next time on Quiz Central. We move to the blue division, Vestaburg and Meridian. Hope you'll join us for that. Good night, everybody.
Quiz Central is brought to you in part by the CMU Bookstore. Your source for maroon and gold pride is the Central Michigan University owned and operated CMU Bookstore. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, and maroon and gold memories can be found at the CMU Bookstore. If it's textbooks you need, you'll find them new and used. If you're looking for technology, the CMU Bookstore's Microchips is an Apple authorized dealer. The CMU Bookstore, on campus in the University Center and online at cmubookstore.com.